Okay, here's a very well-known bhajan of Kabir. I tell you meaning after also. जरा हल्के गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले जरा हल्के गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले जरा धीरे धीरे मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले मारे मारे रंग रंगी तैया लाल गुलाल मारे मारे रंग रंगी तैया लाल गुलाल आंगन वाली कैची बैठन वाला राम आंगन वाली कैची बैठन वाला राम भैया हल्के गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा होले होले गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी पानी की एक में मजल पड़ी है पानी की एक में मजल पड़ी है हर हर पाप कर दिया पानी कितना हर हर पाप कर दिया पानी कितना भैया हल्के गाड़ी हाको ये राम गाड़ी जरा होले होले गाड़ी हाको जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी देश देश का बैग माया लावा गई और देश देश का बैग माया गई और गरीब तेरे काम लाए राम के घर की गरीब तेरे काम लाए राम के घर की भैया हल्के गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा होले होले गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी चार जने मिल मगो उठायो बांडी काटती घोड़ी चार जने मिल मगो उठायो बांडी काटती घोड़ी ले जाकर मर घटे रखिया टूट दी दिस घोड़ी ले जाकर मर घटे रखिया टूट दी दिस घोड़ी भैया हल्के गाड़ी जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा होले होले गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी तिलक तिलक करके यारो वे बिछड़ गई मेरी तिलक तिलक करके यारो बिछड़ गई मेरी चले कभी दिन दूर तुमको कहे कभी कोई साधो दिन दूर तुमको रे भैया हल्के गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा होले होले गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी जरा धीरे धीरे गाड़ी हाको मेरे राम गाड़ी Kavi Sahib is telling me, this body is the vehicle. I am the driver, and Bhagwan Ram is the passenger. you are the chauffeur of this body and Bhagwan Ram is the passenger, then we have to be careful. We have to take our time. We have to go slowly. We have to take care of this body and all of that. Huh? But human beings don't follow. We abuse this body and we are designed to eat certain things, we eat other things. We are designed to drink certain things, we drink other things like that. And so we abuse the body. We are designed to sleep in the daytime and sleep in the nighttime, wake in the daytime. So we do the opposite. And so like that. So he says, Zara halke gadi haap. Take your time and take care of this gadi. This body is gadi. Well, gadi mari rangarangili. Taiya hai lal gulal. It runs on two wheels. Lal gulal means flesh and blood running everything. And hakan wali charicha bili Maya. Maya is responsible for all this which is here. Baithan wala Ram. But inside is Ram dwelling in it, in the body. Then, because we don't take care of it, Gari at the key. Not taken care of the body well, and it gets stuck in this mud of Maya with all the infirmities and diseases and pain and all these sort of things. On ailment and ache and arthritis and arthritis and everything. Because we don't take care of it. Gari have to keep rate and the destination is yet still far away. And the body is not cooperative because I did not take care of it. Dharmi par utar gaya, papi chakna chur. Those who follow the path of dharma, they cross over and do everything properly. And papi chakra chur, they get pulverized. They get pulverized in this. Then when this body gets in this condition, then we get doctors from everywhere. Desh ka bed bulaya. Call doctors from everywhere. Oh, we go everywhere to different countries. Laya jariya buti means the doctors bring all the medicine and then what? Jari buti tere kam nahi aayi. Jari buti did not work. Why? जब राम के घर की टूटी, it is already broken, so it is irreparable, like that. So none of the jari booty worked. Then what? मर गया. चार जने मिल मतो उठायो. 4 people lift him like that. बांधी काठ की घोड़ी on a wooden horse, and they take him away. ले जाकर मरघट पे रखिया. They take him to the smashan, cremation site, and फूंक दीनी जैसी होली. I don't know if you have witnessed, you may not have been in a position to witness, but that this skull blows, explodes, like that. So like fireworks, holy, like that. Then he is gone now, and poor wife is standing there. Bilak kar tiriya roe. That tiriya means wife. The wife is standing there crying inconsolably, like that. Bichari gayi meri jodi. My life partner has gone away. She cried. Sadhu, jin jodi, tin tori. Tori means to say where there is coming together in life. You have to remember this also. Where there is any the message at the end, where there is coming together, there will also be separation, because this is the duality of life. If there is coming together, there will be separation. One will go. Either somebody will leave me or I will leave them. But somebody will go. Like that. Okay. All right. I'll see another one tomorrow. Madhura Madhura Naam Sitaram Sitaram रामचंद्र की जय। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवाय नमः। Okay. So those of you who are joining us tonight for the first time, we are seeing a very small little text called as Manah Sodhanam. And we left it last night. We are supposed to start today and verse number 11. All right. So I will chant. You can repeat also. So now this doesn't have any music to it, but we put a little music. And use chorus also. राग द्वेषादय कामः क्रोधः क्रोध लोभ आदयः अपि च. So here there's a list now. Remember I told in the beginning there's this ajnan which is called avarana and dikshepa, and then there's mala at the bottom. Mala. And mala is the one which we know on a daily basis. Raga dvesha adaya. Raga dvesha adi. Adi in plural is adaya. Like that. So raga dvesha adaya. Raga means likes and dvesha means dislike. So I like this, I like this, I like this, and that means I don't like this. And we see it every day. You know what it does, I'll tell you. It's a very simple thing actually. Like let us say. Now in buffet style, all the food is there. So you walk down the line. So we say, I like this, I like this. I don't like this. I like this, I don't like this. And like. So from a very simple, ordinary standpoint, the moment we invoke like and dislike, it becomes very difficult to see that Brahman pervades the thing which I like and pervades the thing which I don't like equally. That knowledge gets slipped out of the mind when we invoke like and dislike. Because the dislike causes me to, I don't like to see it even. You know how some people like when they do it, I don't like frogs. Oh, or snakes. Like, so the moment this likes and dislikes take over the mind, and wherever there's a like, there will be a dislike also. You can't have one without the other. So the moment it takes over the mind now loses its ability to see that the one Paramatma is pervading both. Now, what a very simple thing. So likes and dislikes, the impurities at this very ordinary level, which we have on a daily basis. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like. So what we have to do, say, now people ask like this. So you need this, Swamiji, I should not have preferences. I should not have preferences. Or I should not like certain things. I should like everything. Then not possible. How will you like everything? People ask like that. I mean, how can you like a cyber truck? Some people like people ask like that. How can you like that thing? People ask like that. So the idea is this. First, this is a very ordinary level. First, what we do, first we think and understand and convince ourselves by logic and rationality and all that, that Paramatma pervades all things, whether I like it or not. Whether I like that thing or not, Paramatma pervades those things equally as any other thing. Paramatma is not there more in an elephant and less in a lion or buffalo. Paramatma is there equally in all things. Let me tell you two words with regard to this. One word is called as sambandha, and the other word is called as vyavahar. So sambandha means relationship. The Paramatma pervades you, pervades me, and pervades every other being equally. So the relationship is one of oneness between you and me. All beings and all things are pervaded by the one Paramatma, which is, this is the relationship which I am related to you, not as a mere distant relative. I am you, and you are me. I am the elephant, and the elephant is me, because Paramatma pervades all equally. After understanding that, then we invoke the next word now. What is that? That word is called as vyavahar. Means this, in the same way that I will interact with bunny rabbit, I cannot interact with a lion. You can try, but it will not work. So while there is a oneness between me and the lion and a oneness between the rabbit, the interaction or the vyavahar, that has to be different. So that is okay, because I understand that if I interact with the lion, I may not come back to tell the story. That story will end right there. So somebody else will tell the story. So the Sabda is one of oneness. We're all intimately related. Oneness. And the Vyavahar will be different. So in the very same way now, if I understand this first, when I walk down the line, with the buffet, and I say, no, see, this food, it upsets my stomach. Like, for example, I have allergy to this food and this food and this food. This food will upset my stomach. So the Vyavahar will be different. And this food agrees with me. These all things are okay. But we just develop some unknown, we don't know how it is, how it comes in our mind, why I don't like this and why I don't like that. In Trinidad language and in Guyana language, I don't know what we say in the American and Canadian language and all. That language we say, like when sometimes you see a person, and for no reason, I'm sure all of you would have experienced, for no reason you don't like that person. So in Trinidad language, you say, "My blood don't take him." And blood doesn't take him. Huh? And in Guyana language, "My spirit not take him." Mm. But I don't know in American language, if there Canadian language or something for that.
I hate him.
There's just a pure ordinary statement, yeah. But there's some poetic such sort of thing like that comes in. Anyway, so, but you don't know why, isn't it? Nobody knows why. So why we don't like this and why we do that type of thing when it comes irrational dislike or like irrational. That is what causes the problem when it is irrational. So now the irrationality of it has to be reflected on. And if it is reflected on, and we invoke again now, oh, I may not like, but that person or that thing is still pervaded equally by Paramatma. I have to remind myself. Then I can dissolve this like and dissolve means it will not affect my oneness. Like that. It will not dissolve. You can get rid of it, but it will not affect. So something can be there. Something can be there and not affect. You see, like criminals are kept in prison. So criminals exist, but they are kept at bay, like that. So it will be there but not affect. Kama, and the next one is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, like that. Lobha Deha. These three, Bhagavan said, they are Trividam Narakastyedam Dwaram Nashanam Atmanaha. The three doors to Narak. Kam, Krodh, Lobha. Desire, anger, and greed. He says in Bhagavad Gita down at the end, Kam, Krodha, Tatha, Lobha. Narak, Trividam Narakasyedam Dwaram Nashanam Atmana. Takes me to hell and keeps me there only. Like that. In Ramayana, there's a wonderful line, let me tell you. नाथ नरक के पंथ राम नाथ नरक के सब परिहरि भजन गई गई संत सिया हर रामचंद्र की जय शरण पवन सुत उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सिया रामचंद्र This is from Sundarkand. I'm sure you would have heard it before. Sundarkand. The vision is turning to Ravan. Kam, Krodh, Mada, Lobh, Nath. These four. Kam, these all belong to this Mala. No, so this verse is listing all these impurities of the mind, like that. Huh? So there, in Bhagavad Gita, Kam, Krodh, Lobh. In Bhagavad Gita. 3 doors to Nark. In Ramayana, Kam, Krodh, Mada, Lobh. 4 doors to Narak. Your chances are better in Gita. Because only 3 doors, Anyway, so this desire, anger, and greed. This is what is coming here. And then Adi. So Mada will also come. Mada means arrogance. So calm desire, lust, craving. This Kama, also this fellow, he has many siblings, and some of the siblings are more powerful and some are less powerful. Kam. The first sibling is called as Asha. The next sibling is called as Ichha. The next sibling is called as Kam. And the fourth sibling is called as Trishna. Craving. See, Asha is like this. Huh? I hope that I get this. I hope that I get this. But if I don't get it, it's okay. That is the weakest sibling. If I don't get it, ठीक है, चलेगा. That next sibling is called an Icha. Now, not only I hope, but I also do something. Like I know I will lose the lottery, but I still buy one. I still buy one, you know. So I did something. That other Asha, he did. Like one fellow, he is praying to Bhagavan, Bhagavan, please let me win the lottery. Please let me win the lottery. Let me win the lottery. Who every day praying. Bhagavan got fed up with him after some time. And he said, Arey bhaiya, at least buy a ticket. So he was not buying ticket also. So he was not doing anything. Ichha, we do something. But if I do something and it doesn't work, like when we buy the lottery and I don't win, I don't get angry or anything. In any case, from the beginning itself, I knew I was not going to win. The chances of winning is very yes. So they call it Ichha. Then the next sibling is called calm. Strong. When it reaches to calm, now all the trouble starts. Because anything that happens after calm is trouble. See, suppose the calm or desire is fulfilled. Then calm metamorphosizes into lobe, greed. Once it is fulfilled, it changes to greed. The same calm. Then, if it is not fulfilled, it changes into krodh. Who is the one who prevented me from getting it fulfilled? I'll finish that fellow. Then, if it is not fulfilled due to some reason which is way beyond my control and all of that, or some unforeseen something, like suppose I have desire to go to visit Vancouver Island. I'm just saying. I have desire to go and visit Vancouver Island because everybody talks about Vancouver Island. Please let me go and visit Vancouver Island. And Guruji said, no. No, you can't get angry with Guruji. Anger for Guruji is not possible. So now that karma changes into depression now. Oh, my life is finishing. Disheartened, depressed, this. If that karma is fulfilled for somebody else before you, like for example, there is this object and you wanted it and that other person wanted it. And that person got it. And that karma changes now into jealousy. Anything happens after karma is trouble, he trouble. Jhanjat, he jhanjat. Karma is like that. And then the last sibling is called Trishna. Trishna means, it's in karma. If I don't get it, somebody will suffer. Whoever prevented me from getting it, they will suffer. Trishna is such that if I don't get it, I will remove myself also. Trishna is so strong. This is his. If I don't get it, I am prepared to give up myself also. Now that happens or not? That happens. Big time. The number of people committing suicide in the world is a big, big number. You see? Okay, there is only some desire. That person wants something, wants this, wants that, and cannot get it. Even if it is peace of mind, his mind is troubling him. I want peace of mind. So whatever it is, some desire, that thing is called as Trishna. The Trishna cannot be fulfilled. He gives up his own life also. Therefore, there is a nice line I think. जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा सुबह शाम हो कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा सुबह शाम हो कृष्णा कृष्ण This Trishna, if we want to give up morning, noon, and night, I tell you a little secret. People in Trinidad and in Guyana, because they don't know Hindi and they sing all of these songs, what they sing, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा. I have to keep correcting them all the time. They don't hear it so well, so they. Hey, so who wants to remove the Trishna from life? You have to go on chanting the name Krishna, 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 like that. So, and Krodha. Krodha is only a metamorphosized karma. Anytime there's anger in our life, you just see there was some desire that was not fulfilled. There is nothing else. It's so simple. Anytime there's krodha, anger, there was some desire that was not fulfilled. I wanted something to be in a certain way, or I wanted a certain object, or so it that maybe see I wanted this gross object, let us say. Or I wanted that the government must give me my tax money back. And then I get angry with the government when they don't give. Or I wanted that Trump should not win. Or I wanted something. And that thing did not happen, so I get angry. Or it may also be that some subtle thing, I wanted to understand that Sanskrit and I did not understand that thing. And that Swamiji did not help also. He confused me even more. So something I wanted, some subtle desire, gross desire, any type of desire, I wanted and it did not materialize. And so that desire changed. In order to get rid of that growth, all we have to do is simply find out what the desire was. I wanted this person to act in a certain way, and the person did not act in a certain way. The person came, I wanted the person to tell me good morning. But they did not tell me good morning. In fact, they looked at me and they laughed. They must have been thinking I dress funny. Something your mind fills in now, and then you get angry because the person did not act how you wanted the person to act. So it's a subtle desire. And lobha is greed. The more I see, the more I want. More and more and more. And we go on and on and on. And in the end, what we do, we leave it for somebody else. We have to leave it for others because we can't take it. How we'll take it? One fellow, he told his wife, all this money which I made, I'm not leaving even 1 cent for you. I'm taking all of it when I go. He told his wife. Lily. So what his plan was? He said, I'll put it in a suitcase. And I will keep it in the attic. And so when I'm going up, I will take it with me. So eventually, that was his plan. Eventually, he died and everything. And he left. And then the wife went to the attic to check. And naturally, the money was there in the suitcase. Then the wife exclaimed, I told that Murk, he should have put it in the basement. Go on. He went downward, up or down, wherever we put it, it is going to be there. It doesn't matter. We can't take it. So then lobe, we get to become victim of this lobe, and it goes on and on and on. There's no end to this thing, I tell you. You just see, this is tell you something about lobe. Lobe is a very interesting durguna. Lobe is like a two-edged sword. At the same time, lobe, we cannot get rid of lobe because it is necessary as well. And at the same time, lobe is what prevents me from realizing my own self. How? Do you know the whole global economy is working on lobe? The whole business, economic sector of the whole world is running on lobe, greed. And so if it is not there, there will be collapse of the whole global economy, then everything will. So it is necessary. So then why Shastras are telling like this about this lobha and all? Narakke Pant. We have to make sure that as a sadhaka, I do not become a victim of lobha. That is all. I can do my work, I can do whatever I'm doing, live in the world, and still not have lobha. This is what the sadhaka has to do. But you can't come and say, you know what they say? What in English is that? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Anybody who is doing that they call sheep-like mentality. Sheep-like mentality. And you know the sheep, if you look at Sesame Street also, you will see the sheep, they're coming in a line like this. And there's a cliff. And the first sheep goes bare over. And the second sheep, he does not think for himself. That fellow, mar gaya. He doesn't think. The second one, he also bare over. So that is sheep-like mentality. A sadhak is one who stands up and stands out. This is the difference with a sadhaka. Stands up and stands out. Because the whole world is running by lobha. And I also become a victim to lobha. There is no such mukti for me then. See, this city has 1.5 million people. Huh? How many people will come and sit down and listen to Vedanta? This he stands up and stands out. Not like sheep mentality and all that kind of thing. And lobha is the general prevailing guna that is running the whole global economy. And even though I'm a participant in that economy, all of us, we can at the same time make sure that we do not become a victim to that lobha. And when the sadhak has gotten this clear in his mind, everything will be fine. Make sure that you don't become a victim to that. Then, ahankaras-tatha swartha. Ahankar, ego. Without me, nothing runs. We should never ever think that without me, nothing will run. Anyway, it might run better, you don't know. Nobody in this world is indispensable. We should always remember that. We never ever see, never ever, that one person dies and all these people who were dependent on that person, they all die. That doesn't happen. Gandhiji died and nobody died. The person who was known across the whole globe, he died and nobody else died. And things still went on. Everything still proceeded, isn't it? So we have to remember like that. We are not indispensable. We are very much dispensable. This feeling of I'm indispensable and I'm important and without me this cannot happen. And had it not been for me, that would not have been. Anyway, had it not been for you, Bhagwan would have found somebody else to do it. Bhagwan's hands are tied or what? Huh? No, without me, these children would never come in this world. How you mean? Bhagwan would have sent them in another house. That is all. So all this thing about without me and I'm so important and this is called ahankar. We think too much of ourselves. We should really see. I like this statement of Gandhiji when he talks about humility, because the opposite of this is humility. What he used to say, I should be. You see, everybody trample on the dust. We walk on the dust. I should become so humble that even the dust will not touch me. So this whole big feeling of importance and superiority and all of this is called as ego. One has to become a real devotee of the Lord, for one to really reach the portals of divinity. One really has to give up this ego. It's like what? This doorway is like this wide, right? And I have to pass through this doorway, right? But I am like Santa Claus. I have a big bundle on my back here now, and I can get my nose through and my face, but this big bundle I'm carrying, this is the ego which we carry. Such a person will not ever go through this door. Swartha. Swartha is next. This Swartha is a very interesting word. I'll tell you one thing. We are born all Swarthi. Swartha means selfish. We are all born selfish from birth. Every single being, every single creature, every single jiva is born selfish. But you see, like for example, this cow eats this grass. There's nice green grass, the healthy, nice grass the cow is eating, right? This cow never thinks, my sister cow is at home. Let me take some of this nice grass for that other cow. No, the cow eats belly full and done, finish. Doesn't think about the welfare, the benefit of because they can't. But now this human being and this whole chain of evolution, this fellow got an intellect now. And after getting that intellect, well, now he thinks, okay, there's pani here, pani is scarce. Water is scarce. I will fill my container and I will bring a few more containers and fill. And who get? I don't care. But once I get, and I keep this reserve also at home. So if others don't get, because hard times may come, so I'll keep reserve like that. So this type of selfishness is there in all being born like that. Now, come out of it. Duck cannot come out of it. But the human being has an intellect and he can come out from this selfishness. And if from the time I'm born, I'm selfish, and I reach 80 and 90 years and I'm still selfish, means to say that lifetime has gone. This whole lifetime passed and wasted because I did not get rid of this selfishness. See the baby. That baby doesn't care if the mother has to beg, borrow, or steal. The baby wants milk. And he cries, I want milk. And where you get it, I don't care. How you have to work for it, I want milk. So we are born that way or not? I want my toy. I want it. How my parents, I don't care. I want it. He only thinks of himself. So we are born like that. But to live 80 years and not work on that means that whole life has gone. So this selfishness starts with what we call as paropakar, parahita. In fact, Tulsidaji writes nicely about this. Hit saris dharam nahi bhai, Shri Ram Jaya parahit saris dharam nahi bhai, Shri Ram Jaya parpira samana. He says the highest dharma in this world is parahita, thinking about the welfare of others. And causing pain to others is the greatest path. The two lines say like that. Hmm? So now, what is the rationale behind this? About this already, but we used different words. And on the first day, I spoke to you about the word called as yajna. And we talked about how the whole universe is sacrificing for others, isn't it? That sacrifice is there in the whole universe, and the sacrifice is always for others. The tree doesn't eat its own fruit, the river doesn't drink its own water like that. Now, just to add to that a little bit, so because we're talking about the swartha, and the swartha can go away, selfishness can go away when we do parahita, means we seek the welfare and benefit of others. But how? What is the rationale behind that? The rationale is this thing, because the whole world is sacrificing for me, I now owe myself to the world. And the other way to see this, and from a very simple standpoint, because last day we were discussing yajna. From a very simple standpoint, if you just look now, you see, you're wearing clothes, right? Jewelry and watches and so many things we're wearing chandan. It will be a very great thing if you can point your personality right now, which you have on your person right now, that you made. That will be if you can achieve that feat, it will be a great feat. You can't point to even one button I did not make. This chandan I did not make. We cannot. On that watch you are wearing, one hand on that watch you did not make. You'll see how difficult it is to show something which you made. I have been to one place and one man was there wearing a ring. And he said, Ramji, I made this ring. I made this ring. I'm a goldsmith. And he showed that ring. He said, I made it. I said, Bhaiya, did you make gold? No, I did not make gold. No. Did you make the art of goldsmithing? You learned it from somebody else. You use instrument to make the ring. Did you make any of those instruments? You use energy to use the instrument to make the ring. Did you make the energy? No. So I did not make gold. I did not make the energy. I did not make the instrument. I mean, the art is the knowledge of goldsmithing. So I made none of those things. Did you make this body? Not really. I found myself like this. I found myself like this only. So I did not make that also. So then, now if you start thinking what you made, you'll realize that we made a big fat zero. Really. So since I have made nothing, and now I have gotten everything, don't I owe? I owe this body also to this whole world. Like this, when we start doing vichar. I remember he was talking about vichar last night. So vichar has to be done like this. Once this vichar is done, slowly, I will start eroding, erasing, effacing my swarth, my selfishness, which I'm born with. But if I don't do this vichar, I will remain with that selfishness from birth till death. That just gone away. Vividaha manasaha malaha. So many various impurities of the mind, like that. Now, Guruji takes a next line of vichar with regard to these impurities. What is that line of vichar? See now, number 12. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Ete sarvehi drishyante chitte chalati jagrati. Now see, this is a different line of vichar. And remember, the topic is vichar because Guruji said, now I am going to do vichar. So the topic here, so what is this vichar now? Like this. My mind has calm, etc. So many things are there in my mind. And every day we go on saying, I don't want to think like this. I don't want to do like this. I don't want to have this in my mind. You know? So he said, now you do like this. See, all of these things, they're there in the mind and they trouble us only when the, okay, even if you go a little bit back, all of these things are there in my mind and not in my foot. They're there in my mind, right? Okay. But they trouble me, they torment me, they persecute me only when that mind is awake. When the mind goes to sleep, I'm not tormented by the Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Ityadi. When we have anger and we go to sleep, and the anger goes to sleep also because the mind went to sleep. And when we wake up the next morning, sometimes we forget why we were angry in the first place. And that wife and husband, they were not talking because some anger thing happened. So the wife and husband, they were not talking. So then he had a meeting next morning, early morning, 7 o'clock. So he had to wake up at 5 o'clock. So because he's not talking with her, then how to tell her, wake me up 5 o'clock? So he put a note by the bed lamp. I have meeting at 7 o'clock. Wake me up at 5 o'clock. Because they're not talking, he put a note. Next morning, he woke up 7 o'clock. He got really angry, more angry now. Because already they were not talking, he was angry. He got more angry. Then he started shouting, I told you to wake me up at 5 o'clock because I have meeting at 7 o'clock. Now it is 7 o'clock, I am now waking up. She said, I woke you up, but you did not wake up. What do you mean you wake up? I put a note next to your note. It's 5 o'clock, wake up. You put another note. So anyway, once sleeping and the mind goes to sleep, all the durgunas also go to sleep. Pralinam cha yada chittam naitesham drishyate gatihi. When the mind goes to sleep, all of them go to sleep. Then what? That continues now in number 13. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jagrati api cha vidvamsam pirayanti nate tatha. See, what it means is, for the enlightened one, for the wise person, in the waking state, he is not tormented by all these vagaries of the mind. But you and I, we are tormented by these vagaries of the mind in the waking state. It's a very significant statement. It means to say, realized person also, in his mind, there will be a duality. In his mind, all the same, because you cannot be existing in this realm and not experiencing a duality. But he is not disturbed, perturbed, or not thrown out of balance by the duality. And how that can happen? You see this thing. If I see that this thing is evil and this thing is good, this is duality, right? I see this is evil and this is good. If I see like that, and then immediately I develop dvesh for this one and rag for this one. If I do that, then I have now chosen, means I have run from this side and have run to this side. So I have become like the pendulum of the clock. You know, the pendulum goes like this, and then the next day, it goes like that. But if I say, oh, this thing which I am calling as evil and this thing which I am calling as good, both are made up of same Sat Chit Ananda. If I put this and this, they are both made up of the same stuff. You know, like this, like the potter, the person who does the clay work, right? He breaks the clump of clay into two. And with this clump of clay, he makes Ram. And with this clump of clay, he makes Ravan. So if I come now and I'm looking, I see Ravan. And here I see Ram. Ram. So when I see at that level of Nama Rupa, then I say, oh, this is evil, undesirable, this is, and this is desirable, this is good, and all of that. But if I see at the level of the clay, and the both came from the same clump of clay, if I see from that level, and oh, they are both one and same. Then I am not disturbed by this thing called as raga and dvesha. So I have to bring my mind, I have to bring my state of existence to this level where I can see that all things in the universe, they are made up of the same, one same thing. And so whatever in the case of the mind, it is made up of consciousness. If it is objects outside, it is easier to see it is made up of sat, existence. If it is in the mind, it is made up of consciousness. So whichever thought comes in the mind of a wise person, so this consciousness is now manifesting as growth. Oh, this consciousness is now manifesting as lobh. Oh, this consciousness is now manifesting as kripa. So he can see that the consciousness is manifesting as both good and bad, but it is one consciousness. And so he's not disturbed by that. It is like that only. It is manifested like this. So what if it manifests? That is like, you don't get angry when you see that the cloud is dark in the sky. And when the dark cloud goes away, it becomes bright. Again, you don't get angry. It is like that. It just happens. It gets dark and it just goes away. And it gets dark and goes away. You don't get angry with that. You see? So dark and clear, dark and clear. So that doesn't anger you. So in the same way, when the two sides of the two different types of thought come in the mind, all the durgunas and all gunas disturbed like that. But we are, he says in the second line, avidvansaha yatha lokam. And we are disturbed by this thing came in the mind. In other words, what we have to learn to do then is to become a good witness of all the things that are coming in the mind. And the significant statement is, even in the mind of a realized soul also, the same duality will be there. It's just he is not identified with that mind. He is not perturbed by what is going on in that mind. And we are. I think it is me. So to just be a good, nice sakshi and a good means witness of what is going on in the mind. I see one more thing that he says. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Kanaya Lal ki. Dukha Karanam. Now, how does Tasmat comes now? Tasmat means therefore. So it is like this. All the dukkha, all the sorrow that come to us is caused by ajnana. So now, how this flows from the, usually when the tasmat comes, therefore, means something has been said, and therefore like this, right? So the wise person, he sees that all these calm, krodh, lobh, everything, and on this side, all kripa and all daya and all of these positive things in his mind, he sees that all of them, they are made from the same one consciousness. So that is called a jnana. When he can see that all the things are made from same one consciousness, and then he looks there and just smiles. The same krodh is arising in the mind, and Same daya is arising in his mind, but the two things are manifestation of one consciousness only, one chit. So that's called knowledge. But in the person who cannot see this, he has agyan. Well, when this calm or growth comes, he tells, "Oh, one calm came. I'm in temple also, and I got angry with the pujari. Poor pujari." So when he sees like that, he's, or people can get angry with Bhagwan also, you know. People get angry with Bhagwan also. Like one man is praying in the temple in front of Bhagwan, but his mind is there on his shoes outside. You know, people pray that the mind is there on the shoes. And you know, lo and behold, when he went outside there now, shoes is because when he was praying to Bhagwan, his mind was not on Bhagwan, his mind was on shoes. And then he thought, he got angry with Bhagwan now. What is this, Prabhu? Whatever Lord you are. Everybody come and pray to you for this and that. You could not even protect my shoes? You're a Loka Rakshak. And you could not even protect my shoes. So, yeah. So he went back inside the temple. Now he thought, I'll go and I will complain to this Bhagwan. What type of Bhagwan? He went back inside the temple to complain to Prabhu. What you could not protect my shoe. When he went there and he looked at Bhagwan, he saw he also was not wearing any shoes. Oh, you also, they took yours as well. You could not protect your own shoe. What to talk about mine? Take it, and he went home. So anyway, the people will get angry with Bhagwan, and then say, I got angry with the law, I got angry with this one, and in the temple also. Of course, there are many people without conscience. They get angry and they don't think about it also. In the good, I got angry and I showed him. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a sadhak who sees the negative traits in the mind, who sees the durgunas in the mind, and he is really concerned. This, I should not be having these durgunas and this and that. We're talking about a sadhak. Huh? So that person who's telling, I should not be having this and I'm tormented by this and I'm tormented by that, that person is in that state because of ajnana. And the one who is wise, because of jnana, he sees. So now that is how, therefore, the person who is being tormented by all this dukkha, the negative things in the world and all of that, that is all because of ajnana, because he has ajnana in his mind. Ajnanam eva atra sarvada dukkha karanam. Ajnana is, and remember I told you, ajnana is the progenitor of all the impurities. Huh? Now, this is another shortcut equation. Ajnana eventually equals dukkha with intermediate steps, but eventually it is equal to dukkha. And this is I'm telling you, a jiva has no problem in this world except dukkha. The jiva does not have any other problem except dukkha. And of course, this dukkha is eventually caused by ajnana. So now, in this world, I mean, you may have heard an English word called as sadist. Sadist. That person gets pleasure from dukkha also. But that is the exception. That is not the. That all jivas do not like dukkha even for one moment, for 1 second also. We don't like dukkha. We want only sukha. So, if the jiva did not have this problem, this world would have been perfect. But because he doesn't like this dukkha, then now we have to start seeking means to end this dukkha. And this dukkha is now traced by intermediate steps, traced all the way back to ajnana on this side. And so until and unless we get rid of that ajnana, this dukkha will always be there. It will not go away. So the wise person is the one who sees that in this world there is sukha and there is dukkha, and the both things are manifestations of the same one reality. And so he is not. That is why Bhagavan tells in Bhagavad Gita, sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labha jaya jaya. That's wise person who does that. But we are not that wise person. So there are two types of people in the world: those who are wise and those who are otherwise. Isn't it? So that we are all the time tormented by this thing happening in the world, that thing happening in the world, this thing should not have happened, that thing should not have happened. And all of that is because we don't have knowledge. I mean, we are not lodged in, or we don't have a what you call a nishtha in knowledge. That is the idea. So this cause of all this dukkha is this ajnana. Tat swayam tat swarupam hi jnatavyam vicharena atuna maya. And therefore now it says this ajnana is the cause of all of this dukkha. So now I'm going to think, or I have to know what is the swarupam of this. Now what causes this dukkha, and what is ajnana, how to get rid of it, and I'm going to do all that type of vichar. Because the eventual cause, you remove the cause, the effect is gone like that. So we'll remove this cause and see it comes back to this again, vichar. Now I'm going to do vichar, he says. Vichar is very important, I told you, no? See now, number 15. Vichar. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki Manah Bhinnata Tatha Sukha Buddhir Tata Sukha Buddhi Tata Tasmin Dukha Buddhir Hi Va Bhavi. It means to say, when I look at the world, any object in the world, I look at this object and I see it is nice and shiny and everything. Any object. Then two things I do. One is I think it is real, Satya Buddhi. And second thing is it is different from me, separate from me, unconnected with me. These two things are the product of ajnana. These two things are the product of ajnana, ignorance. So I look at the object and I think, it is real, and it is also separate, unconnected, disconnected, unrelated, like that. Then, based on that now, because I have already determined that it is real, so I calculate it will give me happiness or it will give me joy. And if it gives me happiness, if I have calculated, it will give me happiness, I run after it. If I have calculated, it will give me misery, I run away from there. Then, sukha prapti, dukha nivritti. I'm all the time running to try to get the sukha that I perceive it will give. But look here, can the snake on the rope ever bite you? In the very same way, why the snake cannot bite? Because the snake is not real. Unreal snake cannot bite. In the very same way, an unreal object cannot give me sukha. But I have first determined it is real. And then after I calculated, oh, it has some sukha value in it. There's a tremendous line of vichara. And so many things to be said in this, from scientific standpoint also. Even science now is telling this thing is not there as it appears. It is made up of 99.999% space. Yet I am seeing a solid object. Then, in Sanskrit, it's called a drishta nashta. Drishta nashta means the more and more I delve into it, the more and more I go into it, the more and more it disappears. This is what science is doing now. Because first when you look at it like this, it looks solid. It looks like a real solid object there. Right? Then you take the microscope and you go down. And you realize it is made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons, atoms, and all of that, smaller particles, right? And the nucleus of the atom is here. And the electron is so far away, it is like intergalactic space. So it is all space with only little particles. But with all space, still I'm seeing a... But they could have only... It disappears when you go down into the object. But from here, it looks like a real solid object, you see. So I have made wrong conclusions from the start. That is how my senses are. Paranchi khani vyatrinat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratma. The senses are affected from the beginning itself. So it goes out. And then only by vichar, when I do a lot of vichar and all, then I realize all my conclusions were wrong, like about this world and all things. You see? So anyway, this is the line of vichar. Now I will stop here. And this is very deep subject matter. We will pick it up back from this verse tomorrow. Huh? Okay. So I was telling last night about the Mahasamadhi camp. Those of you who can make it to San Jose, well, I think now registration is closed. Sold out. Nobody could come anymore. So Chimay Mission holds its Mahasamadhi camp every year, and this time from 29th of July, every year, 29th of July to 3rd of August, in a different city across